guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we are. We're gonna go ahead and start with the set. Here's a picture of the nails that I'll be doing, and sorry for this late post. I just was so busy. I was in Orlando. I live in Palm Beach, Florida, but I was in Orlando for a quinceañera. They asked me to go down there to do the quinceañera's nails and her mom, so that took up a lot of time getting ready, preparing for the trip, going to the trip, and the way back, settling back here. And it was Thanksgiving weekend, so there was a lot going on, but I am back. So yeah, let me just continue with the removal of the shine. Alright guys, so here are the tips, and I will be leaving a link down below for these tips. These are from Amazon, and they are like extra long nails, and they were pretty sturdy. I really like that they were sturdy. They were very long, so if you do have any clients that want something super long, these tips can help you achieve it. And they are clear, so if they want anything clear, encapsulated, anything like a glass nail, these are perfect for that. You just have to make sure. Oh, I got a little DM. Anyway, you just have to make sure that, what was I trying to say? Oh, I can't stand when I'm like recording and somebody DMs me and I just got off track. I don't know what I was trying to say. I was gonna say something. Oh, I was gonna say you just have to make sure that you blend the tips properly, especially like that little area, because they're not like the ones that have like a little well. They kind of just cover half of the nail bed, so you just have to blend them as much as you can. And because they are so thick, you just want to make sure they're blended properly so they're natural, and when you're applying your acrylic, it's a lot easier of the process to do. So yeah, I'm just using my KDS glue to glue them, and we will shape the nails right after applying the tips. Okay, so I just sprayed some of the nail dryer to dry that, or the glue dryer to dry the glue. Here I am cutting the tips to her desired length, so she's kind of like telling me how long she wants them and how much I should cut, and she's just looking at it to see if the length is okay for her. So we're gonna cut it one more time, and then I'm just going to measure up to that other nail to see if she likes it. But I always ask them how their ring finger is compared to their pinky, because a lot of my clients actually cut their pinky shorter, and then there's clients that like their pinky exactly the same length as all the nails, because usually all the nails should be the same length, but some people just think that their pinky looks weird because it's too long, if that makes sense. So yeah, we are just cutting all of them down, and they were fairly easy to cut. And this was my first time doing super long nails, so first time experience or first time impressions for me. I actually didn't mind it. It was pretty fun, but it is a little bit more work because they are longer, so you're filing a little bit more. So if you will be doing these on your clients, don't forget to charge accordingly so that you are not lowballing yourself as well, because they were a lot more work and a lot more time and a lot more product, so you know that does add up. As you can see, I am measuring them from finger to finger to make sure that the ring finger matches the ring, the thumb matches the thumb, the pinky to the pinky, the pointer to the pointer, the middle to the middle. You guys get my point. Yeah. Oh, do you guys see my thumb? Did I tell you guys in a couple videos ago I hurt my thumb while I was wearing a nail, and it bruised it from where the lanula is, the little white part at the top. That's where I had bruised it, and now it's all the way down. Thank God. It's like growing out. Oh my gosh, I keep getting notifications. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so I'm almost done measuring up to make sure that they are even to the other ones, and then we can move on to the next step. Alright guys, so my next step is to file the nails into shape, and she wants a coffin shape. So I'm just taking my 100 grit file that I got at Cosmoprof. The other zebra files that I use that are white looking, the white zebra files that are a little bit more square shaped, those I get at Sally's. So if you see those in my videos, that's where I get those from. Alright, so like I said, it is more work to shape up these nails, and I think the zebra files that I get from Sally's were actually been better because they are a little sturdier and longer and thicker and very strong. But whatever, this is what I had at hand, and it still did a perfectly good job. So if you guys hear my baby girl in the back, so sorry. She's in the room with me, and I've been trying to do this video for the longest. Right now it's like when I'm trying to do it and she's with me, so I really don't have a choice right now. Anyway, oh yeah, I was trying this specific file from Sally's, and it was horrible. It sucked. Oh, I think this is the one actually. So this isn't the one that I got at Cosmoprof then. This is the one that I got at Sally's to try out, and it sucked. Don't get it. Actually don't know what brand it is, but you can see it in the video just in case you see it at Sally's. Don't buy it. It made it so hard to file. So this is when I pulled out the one that I was talking about, the zebra file, the 100 grit file, and this was amazing. This was the best, and this actually did help me work a lot better. I had totally forgotten that I used it, only because I did these nails way before I went on vacation. So yeah, that's why I was like, why didn't I use the white one? But I obviously am, thank God. Anyway, this is what made the shape nice. But yeah, I'm just going side to side and doing the free edge as I go along, and I do this on every single nail. And of course, like I said, we're going to blend those tips very well. Make them look as natural as we can so we can level it to the natural now. And that way application will be so much easier. So I'm taking my e-file and I'm using a sanding band, and it is a fine sanding band, and that is what's filing down the tip on the natural now to kind of like blend it out. That's the word, blending. That's where it comes from. You want to blend it out, make sure it looks like it's just basically natural. You don't want it to be popping out. You don't want it to be too bulky. Your application will not help you out with that. So that's the best advice I can give you when it comes to blending. And make sure that you're not touching the natural nail. You're only blending the actual fake tip. Do not touch the natural nail. If you do touch the natural nail, it's because you need to remove something. If you forgot something, which is totally fine. If you forgot to remove shine off of the natural nail, but other than that, do not touch the natural nail at this moment, because you have already removed some shine and some nail obviously from the nail. So you don't want to keep removing more and more, because that is what will cause your nail to get weaker.
Perfect.
Alright guys, so I'm just gonna add the Kupa primer, and we're just getting them ready for cuticle, not cuticle, but for acrylic application. I always say cuticle application for whatever reason. Anyway, we are going to start the acrylic application, and I'm just grabbing my number 20 brush, dipping it into, I can't even speak, dipping it into the Kupa monomer that I get off of the Kupa website. And actually not the website, but the actual app. And then we are using the monomer with the Kupa clear acrylic, and we are adding angel foil with the little balls that we're using. So I'm basically creating little beads and picking up the flakes, or I'm actually adding the beads, applying the acrylic, and adding the flakes. You hear the baby. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what we're doing. And where I get these little angel foils, I think I already told you guys, is from Michael's or Walmart. So basically we're going to be doing the ombre. So let's just go ahead and finish up applying all the little angel papers, and after that I'll show you guys how I do the ombre part. All right, so here I am picking up the bead of the Cover Rose by Mia Secret, and we're just feathering it down. That's really all it is. I put it 3/4 of the way up, and then I put it all the way near the cuticle area, and then I fade it down. And that's how I get my ombre to look like the ombre that I do every single time. So you always want to place that bead right before the cuticle area and then the one on top. And then I added another one because I felt like I needed more. I don't go by any particular steps, I guess. Like, I don't do the 1 ball, the 2 ball, the 3 ball. I go to the balls. I just use up as many as I need to, as many beads as I need to use, and that's how I feel like I get my nails to look the best. But yeah, I'm gonna show you again on another one. Picking up the bead, placing it right in between where the fake nail and your natural nail meet, and then fading it down. And then we're gonna take another one on top of that one, fade it down. I felt like I didn't add enough, and then I'm gonna add another ball right there underneath the cuticle area and fade it down. And then I think my consistency was off. I could tell just by looking at it. I think it was probably too cold in the room. If my room is too cold, then my balls are gonna dry very slow. If my room is a little bit on the warmer side or on the room temperature side, then my beads are going to dry a little bit faster. So you just always want to make sure that the temperature in your room is at a decent temperature. It's not too cold and it's not too hot, somewhere in between where you're able to control the balls. So actually, I'm gonna give you guys a tip. So if you're a beginner, try to work in a colder room, just that way so you guys can kind of learn and have your beads work a little bit slower so you guys can move around whatever you need to. And if you are a little bit more advanced, obviously you're going to want to work in a room that is not so cold, where you're able to work faster, let your beads set a lot faster so you can move on and finish the rest of your work. But yeah, so we're just going to repeat all of this on all the other ones, and then I'm going to move on to the very next step. Okay guys, as you can see, I am encapsulating the ombre nails, and I'm just using my Kupa clear acrylic with my Kupa monomer, and this is what's going to give us that glass effect at the end because it is like a very crystal clear acrylic. And the acrylic is also helping us apply some structure, making sure that there's enough structure on the apex and the free edge of the nail. And we're just going to do this on all of them. So go ahead and watch, and then we can move on. Okay, so I'm taking that zebra file from Sally's. It's 100 grit, and we're just going to remove any acrylic stuck onto the skin in the cuticle area, and we're just going to file the sides and the free edge to reshape them, because you know how after you apply any acrylic you do lose the shape, and we are doing this on every single nail. Alright, you guys, so now of course we're going to go ahead and take my gold drill bit. This is a carbide bit, and it is a fine grit, so we are using this to go around the cuticle area, remove anything that may be stuck to the skin or the cuticle. If we remove it, we will be preventing the lifting. If we do not remove that, you're obviously going to get lifting, and your nails are all going to fall off, and your clients are not going to be happy. So go ahead and take this little bit and go around the cuticle area and the surface to remove any type of lumps or bumps. Go ahead and go around it. See how I'm going around the cuticle area? That's how you remove it. And then you just do the surface and underneath the free edge. Also, I'm going underneath the nails just so I can remove anything that may be stuck under there. And then here you see me buffing. I'm going to buff all the nails and remove anything that shouldn't be there, any scratches that the drill may have left. This will help remove all of that before you apply your gel top coat. I'm spraying the nails with some alcohol to remove any dust, debris, anything that may be there, just to remove it and clean them up a little bit before we apply the gel. So here's the gel that I'm using, and I believe it's called American Nails, and it's like super glossy. I've seen it on Amazon. That's the only place I really seen it, but I get it at my local nail supply store here in my local area. But we are going underneath the nail as well because it is a glass nail, and that is going to give us the best effect, because after you're applying all of the nails with the acrylic and everything, it just gets foggy under there. So that's why I clean it with alcohol as well, and I just kind of like renew the bottom by applying the gel, and it makes it look super clear. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other hand since I've been only recording this hand this whole video. Here's her left hand, the other one was her right, and I'm just applying the gel on this here, and this is actually a closer look. I actually had to take out my lamp that you guys never see because it's inside of my table, and the client literally just goes under the table to cure their hands because of the fact that my table has a little insert in the middle where the client has a hole. They have a hole where they can put their hands inside. I think you guys seen those tables before. But yeah, but because her nails are so long, I have to be careful with the way she puts them in. So she kind of has to do, I kind of have to hold it on top of her so that they are cured properly and that she doesn't bump them or anything like that. But yeah, and this is an SD lamp that I got. I think I got it like maybe 2 years ago. I'm just applying some cuticle to replenish those nails. But yeah, I hope you guys really liked this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed this video with me doing long nails for the first time. But yeah, thank you guys so much again. Look out for the reveal shot.